And breaking news regarding the vaccine for the virus. Where is it? When is it coming? Is it coming this month? Is it coming next month? Well, there could be some renewed hopes as we have Pfizer, the company, the pharmaceutical company, which I have stock in. And we're going to be looking at Pfizer in the recent news, which sent the stock soaring, ticker symbol PFE. Let's dive right in. And so that way everyone's aware of what's going on with the vaccine. It will just benefit everyone if you just go ahead and smash the like button for me. Just give the video a big thumbs up, click that like button. Just increase that YouTube algorithm. YouTube will actually push the video out to even more people. So everyone will be in the know, everyone will be privy to what's going on with the vaccine. Very important for all of us as we are awaiting an answer to this deadly virus. So what's going on with Pfizer? What sent the stock soaring more than 4% if you include the after hours action? What led it to hit these numbers that it hasn't seen since August? Well, the news is that Pfizer is looking to seek FDA approval for a COVID-19 vaccine in November. Pfizer, a US company, is partnering with BioNTech, a German company, and they're set to submit trial results next month. Pfizer is applying for emergency use in the US of its COVID-19 vaccine it's developing with Germany's BioNTech in the third week of November. And this is according to the pharma group themselves, and they said assuming it receives positive results from its current trial. Albert Bourla, who is the chief executive of Pfizer, said in an open letter that he wanted to, quote, provide greater clarity around the development timelines of the vaccine, which is being tested on some 38,000 people worldwide. As of today, no manufacturer outside of China or Russia has been granted regulatory approval anywhere in the world, and this makes Pfizer a frontrunner in the race for the vaccine. Now, you might not believe me, you might have to go back some videos ago, go deep down in the archives, but I've said on multiple occasions that Pfizer will have something to do with the vaccine, whether it be just a contribution or actually spearhead the movement for that vaccine. I 100% said it, I said it, and I'm right. If they do get this approval, that would be quite the prediction, and you could have bought up Pfizer stock before I said it, or when I said it, and you would have made, so far, about 5% on your return. Now, Mr. Bourla's statement did emphasize and show that the company's trial was well advanced. However, it is worth noting that nowhere did he mention that this vaccine would be available before the November 3rd presidential election here in the US. Now, President Trump, he has created a lot more of a rosy picture for this vaccine. He has said multiple times that the vaccine would be available within weeks. That's a quote. Officials have discussed a pre-election immunization campaign, while pharma executives have pushed back against what they have described as the politicization of the vaccine development process and alleged pressure from the White House to expedite clinical trials. This month, in a memo to staff seen by the Financial Times, the chief executive, Mr. Bourla, said that the, quote, amplified political rhetoric around vaccine development and timing was, quote, undercutting public confidence regarding this vaccine. Now, to receive this emergency authorization from the Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA, Pfizer will have to submit safety data on at least half of the trial participants, outlining how they reacted for 2 months following the final dose. The specific vaccine that Pfizer and BioNTech are administering, it relies on novel mRNA technology and is administered in 2 separate shots. When it comes to distribution, the companies have said that they will be able to produce 100 million doses worldwide just this year alone, and at least 1.3 billion next year. Now, this isn't just hype. There is actually a catalyst here. There is something behind this recent surge in the stock, and it's because of the fact that the US has signed an agreement with Pfizer to secure already 600 million doses from them. Now, the EU, or European Union, is negotiating a deal for 200 million doses. And the UK and Japan are among several of the countries that have already signed deal with these companies. Now, in the US, we have the FDA, but in the EU, you have what's called the EMA. So it's basically the FDA European counterpart. And the EMA already accelerated its approval process for this vaccine. So let's take a look at Pfizer stock now and see how it's performing. And Pfizer isn't necessarily a growth stock. I didn't get into Pfizer for that reason. It's more of a dividend play. You're in it for the dividend. It doesn't move too drastically one way or the other. It's not as volatile as other stocks. It will mostly trade within the range of the high 30s to low 40s. And that's what you've been seeing for a very long time now, even before this virus hit the world. But on Friday's trading day of October 16th, Pfizer closed at $37.95, and it closed at 3.83% up, or $1.40 for the day. Then after hours, you saw it hit $38.24, 29 cents after hours, or another 0.76%. So well over 4% if you include after hours. Most of the action has occurred just in the last day or two, because if you look at the 1 month chart, it's not too much of a difference. It's not vastly different. The stock is only up 3.07 for the 1 month. And like I said, this stock isn't really a growth stock. So even if you go back to the 6 month chart, which you'll be looking at about beginning of April, mid-April there, the stock has still only changed. It's only up 2.82% if you go to the 6 months. So if you look at the year to date now, it's actually in the red for year to date. It started the year at 39 and change. So again, this stock isn't something that's a long-term play for the growth. You're not going to be seeing a tremendous return on your investment, at least on the stock side of things. You're going for the dividend because it does pay a 4.01% dividend, and the stock is cheap, so you can acquire a lot of shares, and that 4% dividend would pay nicely. So before I decided to go all into Apple, I was buying shares of multiple companies, a few shares every single month, following my investing plan, and Pfizer was one of them. So I have it in my E-Trade portfolio, and the reason I have not transferred my stocks from E-Trade to Robinhood yet, just for Pfizer, I've transferred all the other stocks. I've sold everything else a long time ago. The reason I didn't sell Pfizer yet is because it was actually at a loss. I'm at a loss with Pfizer now in E-Trade, but now I'm actually in profit on my Robinhood portfolio. On E-Trade, my average price for Pfizer was about $43, so I still have a long way to go. But on my Robinhood portfolio, I'm actually in the profit now, just a little bit over the price that I paid for it. I'm only about like $13 profit now. It was a lot more before the pandemic. However, I will be selling my stock in Pfizer rather soon, probably in the next month or two, if Pfizer can in fact secure this vaccine. Now, in the off chance that Pfizer does not secure this vaccine, well, that won't bode very well for the stock. That could send the stock crashing pretty precipitously, because its only hope for any revival at this point would be a vaccine. Otherwise, it's going to take a long time for me to see a return on investment with this stock. I'm still holding on strong to Pfizer and collecting its dividends, and I do have those dividends set to reinvest into the stock each time when I do receive one. So that just buys me a couple more fractions of a share, and it will just help me grow the stock naturally over time, but then I'll eventually sell it and put it right into Apple. So for example, on September 2nd, I received a dividend for $10.74, so you bought about a third of the stock just with that dividend, and I haven't bought Pfizer in a very long time, but the dividends have equated to a couple shares over time gradually. So just felt obligated and compelled to jump on here and discuss the recent developments with Pfizer and the vaccine. As humans, I think it's our right to know what's going on with the vaccine. But I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, be sure to give the video a big thumbs up, smash the like button, and if you want to see more of this on my channel, I do post videos now every single solitary day, no exceptions, all because of you guys, and it's all because of your support. So just hit that big red button, the subscribe button. I post videos now every single day covering business, finance, investing, entrepreneurship, mindset, strategy, and tips and tricks from my own experience. I also do the stimulus package and stimulus check updates. So if you're interested in any of those topics, hit that big red button, the subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell as well. That way you're notified every single time I do make a new one. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video.